A C-17 Globemaster pilot stares down at his target. A submarine so large, it stretches 560 feet. Yet, from up here, it looks like nothing more than a pencil line against an ocean the size of Russia. He has one chance, one shot, to hit a moving target with a 50-pound package, while flying a 12,000-pound aircraft that handles like a skyscraper caught in a windstorm. Miss by just 50 meters, and 3 years of planning is wasted. Hit the submarine directly, and he'll be explaining to Congress how he accidentally bombed a $2.1 billion nuclear asset. The margin for error, 0. Time left, 30 seconds. But this moment began 6 hours earlier. Flashback. The mission begins. 0530 hours, October 22nd, 2020. A C-17 Globemaster lifts off from Hickam Air Force Base in Hawaii, carrying an experimental cargo that could change submarine warfare forever, or prove that some ideas only work on PowerPoint. 4 massive Pratt & Whitney turbofans push the aircraft into the darkness. Their mission: fly 800 miles northwest, locate the USS Henry M. Jackson, drop supplies, and return home. Sounds simple. But the target isn't a runway or even a ship. It's a submarine that's been drifting, submerged for 6 hours. Radio silent, invisible, and carried miles off course by Pacific currents. Finding it would be like searching for a black hole in an ocean that covers a third of the Earth's surface. The hunt. As the C-17 approaches the search area, its AN/APQ-133 maritime radar sweeps the water. Green blips cascade across the screen like digital rain, each one a mystery. Wave clutter, debris, sea life, or the submarine they've come to find. Distinguishing the right blip requires the kind of instinct born only from years of staring at hostile waters. And over the Pacific, navigation strips away every comfort. GPS tells them their position within 30 feet. But the submarine? Last reported position was 6 hours ago. By now she could be anywhere within a 50 square mile box. At 0730 hours, a brief burst transmission finally breaks the silence. 1.3 seconds of data. Updated coordinates. The Henry M. Jackson has drifted more than 4 nautical miles off her original station. Enough to blow apart the search plan, but also just enough to give the C-17 a fighting chance. Contact 0915 hours. The radar operator finally spots it. A faint, intermittent return. Barely there, swallowed by waves. Then stronger as the submarine adjusts trim. They found their target. Below deck, the cargo waits. 50 pounds of waterproofed supplies, lashed down with nothing but tie straps and buoyed by foam. No beacon, no electronics. Just simple engineering. If it floats, it works. The crew knows this has never been tried before. The C-17 was built to drop tanks onto runways, not packages onto submarines. But if it works, submarines could remain at sea indefinitely, resupplied without ever pulling into port. The drop zone, 0925 hours. The Globemaster descends to 500 feet. At this altitude, the aircraft stops behaving like a plane and starts wallowing like a 500,000-pound aluminum whale. Every input feels sluggish, delayed, like trying to steer a dump truck on black ice. Below, the submarine surfaces. Black steel slicing through Pacific swells. From the cockpit, it looks no wider than a 2-lane road. And both targets, the plane and the submarine, are moving. The ocean adds its own chaos. Suddenly, this feels less like a precision operation, and more like trying to throw darts during an earthquake. To make matters worse, ground effect kicks in. Air trapped between wing and water turns the aircraft unpredictable. One moment, you're descending smoothly. The next, the Globemaster balloons upward as if launched by an invisible trampoline. Meanwhile, the submarine crew fights their own battle. Staying surfaced means constant adjustments. Ballast tanks, trim systems, just enough propulsion to hold position without leaving a wake visible from orbit. Alongside them, a rigid hull inflatable boat dances over the swells. 4 sailors on board, tasked with recovery. Their job, grab the package without colliding with either a submarine or a cargo jet. 3 platforms, 1 chance at coordination, and all of it over open radio. Final approach, 0935 hours. The C-17 lines up for the run. The submarine holds steady, heading 285 degrees, speed 6 knots. The RIB takes station 200 meters off the beam. Inside, the loadmaster braces at the crew door. He has one job: release at exactly the right instant. A second too late or too early, and the package could miss by hundreds of meters, or worse, strike the submarine. Physics leaves no room for error. At 500 feet, the drop will take 5.57 seconds. In that time, the sub will travel 15 meters forward. Wind will drift the package 20 meters east. The aircraft's forward velocity will throw it more than 300 meters ahead. Every variable must align. The pilots fight to hold altitude. 500 feet, not 490, not 5110. Speed locked at exactly 120 knots. No more, no less. Each correction feels like threading a needle while wearing boxing gloves. The loadmaster counts down. 3, 2, 1. Release. The splash. The package tumbles into the sky, dropping like a stone. Seconds later, splash. It hits water 150 meters ahead of the submarine, 1,000 meters to starboard. Not perfect, but close enough. The flotation collar deploys instantly, popping the box back to the surface like the world's most expensive pool toy. The RIB roars forward, sailors hauling it aboard. Mission success. Aftermath. The implications are staggering. For the first time in history, a strategic airlifter has resupplied a ballistic missile submarine at sea. It means the most survivable leg of America, S-nuclear triad, just gained a new advantage: the ability to stay hidden, supplied, and on station far longer than ever before. What began as a gamble in the morning darkness may have just changed submarine warfare forever.